Your regular programming to bring you this special AM 1450 live sports broadcast.
The Beavers, around the Franklin studies motion, takes the handoff on the jet sweep, and then takes it off tackle. To the second level, he's going to go all the way. 5-yard goal line, and here's Franklin on the keeper. Excellent right there, takes the jet sweep, which has been effective all night, and then they run this Franklin twice, and they've gotten big gains out of it. So Franklin off the left side, big time score right now.
Power isolation for the Lions, double tight end. Larson on the middle, again, setting up the clock. Easy away, touchdown.
Touchdown, and again, he lets Walkers get through, and he follows right in behind him. It's hard to teach that patience. I think that's what I want back.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Oakdale High School, home of the Bears, for some exciting Frederick County High School football right here live on Cool Oldies 1450 AM. My name is Michael Betteridge. I'll be doing your play-by-play. Joined here in the press box with Coach Rick Little and videographer Tyler Wilhelm. I can barely hear anything, Rick, and the game hasn't even started yet.
What an atmosphere. We have Oakdale acknowledging their youth groups, the cheerleader and the little football guys, and this place is hopping.
I think you could say it is hopping. There's no doubt about that at all. This is like mid-season hype, huh?
Yeah, well, you got Oakdale, you got Walkersville. Both of those teams travel well, and then they certainly are very strong hosts. You know, we got a group of Walkersville kids over there on a bear hunt. They were all dressed up in their fatigues, marched in together. We have our Oakdale student section in bright orange over here to our right. So we're going to hear a little bit of noise throughout the game. Hopefully you can hear us at home. But I'll tell you what, this football game has a lot of impact.
There's no doubt at all. And the best thing about this is the weather is absolutely drop-dead gorgeous. Out there on the field, outside of the press box, is hot because we've got that full setting sun on our face. But out there on the field, there's a gentle breeze blowing in out of the north and out of the east, and it is nice. It is really comfortable. Temps probably in the high 70s.
Yeah, well, hopefully that affects the players, because last week we had a lot of cramping. You know, I heard about that in numerous games that were played because it was so warm. It is about 80 degrees now. Like you said, there is a little breeze blowing. You know, the sun will go down, but hopefully the coaches had these young men hydrating all week, preparing for tonight.
Walkersville coming up off an upset loss to Liberty last week after making too many mistakes in the fourth quarter, essentially. But one thing you can be certain of is that Coach Polis spent all week working on the fundamentals of ball protection.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, that was a stinger for the Lions. You know, that's one that, you know, you never want to say you're going to win a game.
Yeah.
But boy, if they needed a win early, it was then, because they got Oakdale tonight and then follow up with a strong Linganore team.
Okay, we'll step aside for our first break and be right back.
Plenty of commitments. That's why Anytime Fitness is the perfect way to stay in shape. From either home or work, Anytime Fitness at Thermont is always close by, and they're open 24/7. They can tailor a personalized training program to fit your workout needs. Anytime Fitness can also fashion a membership and payment plan that will be flexible enough for your on-the-go lifestyle. You'll love the 24-hour co-ed fitness center with state-of-the-art equipment designed to sculpt and tone you into shape. And when you're away from the Thermont area, your membership guarantees you access to any of the over 1,000 clubs worldwide. Visit us at 130 Frederick Road to start your program today. Now you can stay healthy anytime with Anytime Fitness.
Center of Life Chiropractic and Pilates, located on Water Street in Thermont, serving the community since 1993. Center of Life is dedicated to treating the whole you, and not just your symptoms, back pain, neck pain, injury, or you just want to improve your mobility and feel feel healthier. Dr. John Hageman's innovative approach to whole body health is completely unlike anything you have experienced. With convenient hours from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 3 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and afternoon hours only on Tuesday from 3 to 7:30 p.m., Center of Life is there for you. Center of Life is closed on weekends and Thursdays. Center of Life accepts all major credit cards and uses the honor system so you pay what you can afford. What an amazing difference they will make in you today. Center of Life. Make an adjustment to your life today. Center of Life is a proud sponsor of local high school sports.
Yeah, and speaking of proud sponsors of high school sports, we want to thank our sponsors for making this first half possible. That's Center of Life Chiropractic, a new sponsor we welcome to the booth, Dirty Dog Dog Wash, Kelco Plumbing, Thurmont Country Kitchen, and Walkersville Bowling. Thank you for sponsoring tonight's matchup between the Walkersville Lions and the Oakdale Bears. And we're going to hear a lot of lions scratching and bear roaring here tonight.
Yeah, and we were talking before break. Oakdale predicted to be one of the stronger teams, 3A West. I mean, Oakdale, yes. And Walkersville, with that loss last week, this is a huge game. And, you know, and I think if you're Coach Polis, even if you don't win, you want to compete and you want to start to clean things up. Get rid of those first game mistakes, miscues, and just play solid, fundamental football.
Yeah, I mean, on paper, Oakdale has a big, powerful offense. They've got a triple threat D1 prospect quarterback. The guy, Evan Austin, was responsible for 64% of Oakdale's offense last week.
Yeah, he's a left-handed quarterback. He'll play in what looks like a wildcat-type quarterback situation or shotgun, and then actually they go under center some, and then they run some wing T action. But he is a dangerous left-handed quarterback that they need to keep corralled tonight.
So Walkersville will receive the ball at the north end of the field. Oakdale ready to tee it up. There's the run up, and the kickoff goes all the way down, taken at the 5-yard line. Drifting to his left, and now we've got a whistle.
He's in the end zone, Michael.
All right.
Yep, and kicker Roy Blanchard, solid high school kicker. He kicked them in the end zone consistently last week against Hagerstown. So I'm not surprised that one went in the end zone. Walkersville will start 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So the ball is spotted on the near hash mark at the 20 as the Lions come out. Split right, slot right. Power I formation. No, check that. Regular I. Behind the quarterback. Down under center. Handoff to the deep back. Fakes it. Rolls to his right. Got a man wide open in the soft part of the zone, and they tackle him for a 9-yard gain.
Nice play action pass there. Dawson sticks it into tailback Ronnie Lopez, who then hit Tristiano Mancani on the curl in.
He only got the mark at the 6, and he caught it at the 9.
Well, he did take some steps back to try to get away from the defender, so let's call it a 6-yard gain.
Split wide both sides, I formation. Dawson hands off to the deep back off right tackle, shut down in the backfield. I see 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't even tell you who made the tackle. 5 black jerseys on the play.
Yeah, a couple big men in there, and Aiden Blake from his linebacker position cleaned things up. And it looks like Oakdale's coming out in a 5-man front, 2 linebackers. So they're going to dare Walkersville to pass the football.
Here we go. That'll bring up, call it 3rd and 6 for the Lions. Split right, a split left, slot left. I formation behind Dawson. He hands off to the up back, straight ahead on the trap.
Tried to sneak Malik Bowie through there on the fullback trap. A nice gain, but not enough to move the chain, so it brings up a 4th and 1 for Walkersville.
What do you think?
And I see some substitutes. I'm thinking
looks like they're going for it. Yes. And here comes a sub in for Oakdale. Number 51 comes into the game.
Josh Crummett,
one of their
comes
best
into the
players.
nose guard spot.
Power I. They shift up. Handoff to the deep back. Straight ahead. He's got the room, and he moves the chains.
Yep, just had to get beyond the 30 or touch the 30. A good push there by the offensive line, along with fullback Malik Bowie. Got the movement they needed. First down, Walkersville.
So they went to their bread and butter and said, if you stop us, you deserve the ball. Here we come.
They power-eyed that one. That was double tight power eye. Here we come. Yep.
Dawson under center, showing blitz. Here comes a run blitz right at the point of attack. And he bops through into the secondary, second level, first down.
Great effort there by Ronnie Lopez. Stopped initially, then bounced off into the second level.
They marked him a yard short, so we'll call it 2nd and 1.
Give DJ Moore credit for the tackle there for the Bears.
Dawson brings him out. He's got two wide receivers split wide. He turns and looks at his backfield. They're set. He's ready. Handoff to the deep back, straight ahead. Caught at the line of scrimmage and dropped for no gain. That'll bring up 3rd and 1.
It's a little difficult to pick up the numbers, but it looked like Roy Blanchard there from his linebacker position got in the backfield quickly, got a hold of Lopez's feet, knocked him down.
And from the speed of that back out of the backfield, that looked like it was going for positive yardage, but he ran into a wall.
Yep.
All right, here we come.
Here's the power eye again for Walkersville.
Double tight end set. Deep back, straight ahead, bounces it. It's going to be very close. I don't think he got the mark, Coach.
Looks like half a yard short. I think he needs to get to the 41.
He got that John Madden left foot mark, though.
Yeah, on that one there, Michael, I think I'd like to see that tailback just stick it. He's kind of making a move.
He tried to bounce it, yeah.
Bounce it, and just, you want to move the chains. That's the most important thing right now.
All right, they're calling it 4th and inches, so here comes that
and again
unit on again.
Here comes the jumbo crowd, let's call it.
Wow, Walkersville needs all 4 downs to move the chains against this defense. Here we go, power I. They shift in that same formation. We've got a legal motion.
Timeout, Coach Polis.
Oh, okay, I thought they called the motion.
Yeah.
So what did Polis see there? It looked like they had 10 in the box.
Well, it's exact what we saw last time 4th down. The exact same formation offensively from Walkersville. He shifted. I think Coach might be asking, didn't Oakdale jump? When Malik Bowie shifted in his fullback position,
I see your point.
There was some movement on that defensive front. If they enter the neutral zone, it's a penalty.
Yeah.
So obviously they did not, according to the refs. So
and
we got 4th down and about a foot.
And that is a strategy with this down and distance is the hard count for quarterback Dawson. All right, here we go. We're back at it. 4th and inches for the Lions. Ball on the 39-yard line, 41-yard line. There we go.
Oakdale is crowding the A gap, center guard gap.
That's where they run. Straight ahead into the secondary. Got 6-7 yards, still on his feet and bounces ahead for 11.
That was actually Mason Clark who substituted the tailback position. Great move to get to the second level, then broke it past midfield into Oakdale territory. 1st and 10 lines at the Bears' 49-yard line.
Wow.
Big play. Two gutsy calls by Coach Polis to go
just the kind of football
down.
we expect from Walkersville. Dawson, handoff to the up back. Bowie straight ahead. Not much there on the fullback trap.
Now, and Walkersville, they will tandem their backs. They substitute the fullback and tailback. As Michael said, that was Malik Bowie that time. No gain on the play. Well played by the defensive front by the Bears. Now, Oakdale typically shifts to their 4-man front in long down situations such as this one.
They also
2nd and 10.
They also shift to a pro set with 2 wideouts. Motion on the right wideout. They pitch to him. He wants to bounce it up and in. He stumbles, breaks one tackle, and falls ahead for about 3 or 4 yards.
Yeah, good individual effort there by Colin Sewell. Came back in motion, avoided the initial tackler, Rory Blanchard, from his outside linebacker position to pick up 3 yards. Let's call it 3rd and 7 now for the Lions. Ball on the 46-yard line of the Bears.
Bears shuttle the play into the huddle from Dawson. Comes in from the sideline. He sends twins right. I formation. Dawson says something to Bowie behind him. Now he looks over the defense, leans down under center, and he rolls to his right, wants to pass, looking. He lets it go. Got a man on the out. Too far into the crowd. Incomplete.
Yeah, a little roll out to the right. Just let him out of bounds. Uncatchable. Brings up 4th down.
He's throwing into the sun on that one, and that sun is fierce over in that western sky.
Yeah, Coach Poles sends in the punting team. Jordan Bentz set to punt for the Lions.
So the Lions are taken deep into each of these sessions.
Deep for the Bears, we have number 3, Hunter Thompson.
There's the snap. It's a good one. He gets the kick away.
Nice punt.
It's a decent spiral. Caught, bobbled a bit. He gets it back to handle, bunts it outside. He's got some room, and he's driven out of bounds on the far side of the field, but not until he puts about 20 on the return.
Great effort by Thompson there.
I think we've got a flag on the far side of the field there. Look right at the 29.
There is a flag. Great effort by Thompson, avoiding that first tackler and getting down the sidelines in front of the Walkersville bench. And there is a flag on the field. They're chalking it over.
It's against Oakdale. That much has been signaled.
It looks like a personal foul. I'm not sure what that hand signal is.
That sign I've never seen before. You're right.
Is that the blindside block signal?
That may be it, yeah, because it did look like kind of a blindside motion.
Or
let's see, here it comes official.
Running the camera says he thinks it's blindside. Yep.
So it's that new rule in the league, blindside block cost them 15.
So it pushes them all the way back to the 13-yard line.
Stacked up at the line of scrimmage, he falls ahead for about 1. Give him 2 on the forward progress. Ball spotted at the 16-yard line.
Oakdale will play typically out of this shotgun with 2 running backs in the backfield along with quarterback Evan Austin. Numerous wideouts. On this set, there's 3 wideouts.
Hand off to the deep back. He goes off tackle to left. Wow, and he's hitting the backfield and driven 10 yards back. What a play by that right defensive, or that linebacker on the right side.
Ronnie Lopez plays linebacker for the Lions, and that's him who met Blanchard. Let's call it a stalemate. No gain. 3rd and 10 now for the Bears.
So both defenses showing up here early on the field. First possession for the Bears. As they look for the signal, the play's signaled in from the sideline.
Yep,
the clock is running down to 9 seconds.
Spread out. Trips right, split left, 1 back in the backfield with quarterback Alston.
Rolling to his left, he wants to throw it. He lets it go. Got a man contested, it's caught. First down yardage and more.
A lot of cushion there on 3rd and 10. They pick up 14.
Just a little hook up there. He ran an outside hook. Spread formation again for the Bears, and then they all stand up and look to the sidelines for the play to be signaled. Coach Kurt Stein standing next to his OC. Hand off the blown back straight ahead into the second level. Still on its feet, brought down. We'll give him 14 yards on the carry. That's Oakdale Bears ball.
Yep. Little snap to the shotgun quarterback. Just turns and hands off. Looked like number 13, Daniel Joseph.
quick hurry up for the Bears. Now they stand up and look to the sidelines again. You don't know if they're going to snap it or not. I like that. That's very deceptive.
Yep, now they got trips right, tight end to the left.
Austin. He hands off to the lone back on his right hip pocket. Tackled by number 33 right at the line of scrimmage. And it gets cleaned up by a couple of Lions for maybe a yard gain.
Ethan Sandbauer from his defensive end position closed quickly and knocked him down for a 2-yard gain.
Ball spotted on the 45 in Bears territory, moving towards the northern end of the field here. Wind is blowing across the field out of the east. Here we go. Austin, he's going to have the keeper to his right. He's caught in the backfield and then breaks a tackle, evades another tackle, and then a shoestring tackle to prevent the first down, and he only gets 3 on that one.
He is a very elusive runner. He made 2 players miss before linebacker number 20, Carson Finch from Walkersville, got a hold of that ankle and just hung on till his teammates came in to help.
We're going to call that 3rd and 5. Ball on the 48-yard line in Bears territory. Out of the pistol now. Hand off to the right back. He's going left. Caught in the backfield and dropped for a loss.
Great play.
Good read by
Colin Soule, defensive back, came in hard on the corner. Just disrupted everything, broke down the block, and knocked the running back, Joseph, down for a loss. Brings up 4th and 12 and the punting team in for Oakdale.
One lone receiver back deep, standing on his own 22-yard line for the Lions.
Darius Eubank for Walkersville. Set to return.
Long count, good snap, little bit of pressure. He gets the ball away. Drifting to his right, he makes the catch. Misses one tackle, still on his feet, and then he trips and falls at the 30.
I think he tripped over his own man.
He did. He tried to cut back across the legs of his own player, and he got leg whipped down, and they're going to spot it at the 29. 1st and 10 Lions for their second possession of this game. First quarter, no score.
Let's see if Walkersville comes out and breaks that trend again, looking to pass maybe on 1st down or 2nd out of this pro eye set.
Dawson hands off to the deep back, straight ahead. He bounces it, falls down. He tried to cut it outside again. That inside is just clogged up every time.
Yeah, in that 5-man front that Oakdale's playing, there's not going to be much room on those inside seams. So there looked like it could have been something there if he could have held
kept
on
his footing.
feet.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he did have a good, his jump cut was just a little tricky.
The offensive line had a good push there, and the corner was open.
This time they split right, slot right. Here comes the middle. They're blitzing right into the run. Boy, they dialed that up perfectly. I saw the run blitz coming, and he met him 5 yards deep in the backfield for a loss.
Aiden Blake from his linebacker position was sneaking up, and on snap, just came right through the center guard gap. Nobody to block him.
I don't think anybody saw him.
Well, in a 5-man front, all of your offensive linemen are covered by defensive linemen.
So now obvious passing down for the Lions. Dawson under center.
And
we got a whistle and a timeout as Joe Paulus calls timeout. I think he wants to take a look at, I think he wanted to see their set before he ran the play.
Yeah, well, that's his 2nd of 3 here.
Well, there's only 36 seconds left in the first quarter.
Yeah, you
before
have a whole quarter to play.
Right.
With no timeouts.
Right.
That's my point.
All right. We'll stay with you on this one. This is too exciting to pass up. We were talking about coming into this game, these two teams, Oakdale's lost 3 in a row in their past 3 meetings. And, I don't know if you saw the Frederick News Post or not, but I wonder if that became billboard material in the locker room at Walkersville.
Well, I don't think it surprised anybody about that prediction. just like the preseason poll picked Oakdale above Walkersville.
Yeah, but all 5 prophets said Oakdale would win tonight, and Swaddick's article on the game intro said that they were considerable underdogs.
Yes.
Dawson's got to scramble. He's got pressure. He throws it deep and away into the crowd to save the possession. So the punting unit will come onto the field, and Walkersville goes 3 and out.
A 2-man pattern there by Walkersville, and nobody broke open. Dawson had no one to throw to, pitched it out of bounds, 4th down.
So the punting unit will come on. They will punt from their own 10-yard line with 29 seconds on the clock in the first, no score. Oakdale will come away with very good field position from this battle of field.
Sean Wright, Hunter Thompson deep to return for the Bears. Set to punt for Walkersville is Jordan Bentz.
He gets away, it turns over, he takes a fair catch, there's interference at the point of contact, the ball rolls, Oakdale falls on it, there's the flag. So we're going to get an interference call on the kicking team. He called that fair catch kind of late though, didn't he?
Yeah, and I don't think the Walkersville guy hit him. I thought the Oakdale Bear blocker got knocked back into him, and the ball actually glanced off the Bear's shoulder. So this could be, if this is interference.
Yeah, let's see what this little huddle up here at the 42-yard line comes up with, because I'm with you. At the very least, I don't believe that he called the fair catch soon enough.
Well, even if you don't call a fair catch, you got to let him catch the football.
So they officially.
I just totally don't agree with the call at all.
Well, they call it against Walkersville, so.
Yep.
19 seconds on the clock. That'll be time for one more play.
Oakdale's ready to go already, and they haven't even marched off the penalty yet. So we'll see what happens here. Is it 15 from the spot of the foul or from where the ball is now?
Looks like line of scrimmage.
Line of scrimmage.
There's 10.
So
and
still sets
15.
up a short field for Oakdale. Ball at the 44-yard line.
So Kurt Stein out on the field talking to his team. He steps back to the sideline now. Referees are having a discussion here on the near side. I'm not sure what the controversy is, but we are in an official timeout as both teams are standing around with the shadows getting very long here. The sun's starting to set in the west.
And I think Coach Stein is questioning the
mark.
Yeah.
He wants it 15 from the spot.
Of the penalty.
And that would be the correct. We've got our own official here. Tyler, what should be the ruling on that? The official, you're an official. Is it 15 yards from the spot of the infraction and the interference with the receiving team? Yes.
Yeah. I mean, it would make no sense. If we come up here and knock down the punt returner at the 40, don't let him catch the ball, and the ball rolls all the way to the 5, and they mark the penalty off from the 5? No.
Yeah.
So the administration of the penalty is their second mistake here tonight.
Let's see if they can correct it, if they're going to correct it.
Never even called the penalty.
They're picking up the ball. They are going to do something here. They're moving it backwards. Or maybe they're just going to they're going to remark it now from the point of the infraction. So it is going to be, that is exactly what has happened. Tyler, good call.
So that moves the ball all the way out to midfield. I mean, yeah, if you're going to call it a penalty, that's the administration of the penalty that is correct. Now, Coach Polis is obviously
he's out on the field.
Give me it.
I want an explanation. Tell me what's going on over here. Well, we've had about a 5-minute break in action with only 19 seconds on the clock.
They should have brought water out to the players.
No score here in the first quarter. Both teams' defenses make an outstanding showing so far in these opening minutes of this game here at Oakdale High School. As I said, okay, here we go. We're ready. Pistol formation, split left, slot left. Hand off to the back, straight ahead, off tackle. He's walloped after a 1-yard gain. Nothing there.
Yep,
Clock runs down to 10 seconds, and they'll let it run out.
Yeah, off the left side, Daniel Joseph. Give him a gain of 2 on the play. When we come back, it'll be 2nd and 8 for the Bears.
Information, news, weather, traffic, school delays, and cancellations. At Cool 1450 AM, one of our most important resources is FrederickScanner.com. Live traffic cams, weather cams, city and county resources, police, fire and rescue. Anyone living, working, or traveling in and around Frederick should bookmark FrederickScanner.com on their PC or go to their Facebook page and download the mobile app today. FrederickScanner.com. A live information window to Frederick County.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. If you've just joined us, we had pretty much a defensive stand here in the first quarter. We're moving into the second quarter, change ends of the field. Oakdale with the ball. He throws it out and into the crowd, way high on that one. I think he threw that one into the sun. That sun is fierce right now.
Yeah, tried to get the ball to his 6'5" Dom Nicholson on a quick out right in front of the Walkersville bench, and the ball a little overthrown. Brings up 3rd and 8 for the Bears. This is where Evan Austin, the quarterback, is really dangerous.
He's dangerous. I was just going to say, this is where he's most dangerous. Read option. He keeps it, holds on to it, runs into first down yardage, breaks it. He's going to go all the way. It's a foot race for the end zone, and he scores. And boy, did we predict that one.
Yep.
With a 3rd and 8, Austin on the RPO pulls it out of the halfback's stomach, dodges one tackler and breaks it for the end zone for the right stanchion, and it's a foot race, and he wins.
And I mean, great blocking. There was no interference, no obstruction until he got to the 3rd level, the defensive back, and then it was a one-on-one. But I see the Bears are coming back.
Why? What happened?
There must be a flag that we don't see.
There was a hold,
and
we're
they're
told.
talking right about the 40-yard line.
Wow. That just happens all too often. It's sad to see a beautiful play like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
We saw that how many times last week?
Yeah, I don't know who the Bears held because there was no
one to be
at the point of attack.
Yeah. So we have a holding call that nullifies the touchdown. That'll make the Lions faithful happy.
Yeah. There's now the referee, and this is the referee marked the ball ready for play, blew his whistle, and there's not even a football on the field.
Okay.
They are now administering the penalty from the spot of the foul, which was the 41 of the Bears.
So
pushes the ball all the way back
to the 51.
into their own
the 49,
territory at the 49, and repeats 3rd down. So now we have a 3rd and 11 for Oakdale.
Yes, we do. 4 receivers out in the pattern. Hand off to the lone back off right tackle. He breaks it into the secondary. It's a foot race down the sidelines, and he's a saving tackle, a touchdown saving tackle, but Oakdale gets the first down and then some.
Roy Blanchard off the right side. That run pass option again. This time the quarterback Austin handed it to Blanchard. Clean to the 2nd level down in front of the Walkersville bench, all the way down to the 28-yard line. 1st and 10 Bears.
Big play for Oakdale on that one. Same formation. Bears come out quickly.
Yeah, they're really spreading out Walkersville's defense right now and finding running lanes. with this formation.
Rolling to his right. It's going to be a keeper around the end. Cuts it up and out of bounds and give him about 5 yards on the carry.
Yeah, and that was just a design quarterback sweep, direct snap to Alston around the short side, right side, in front of the Walkersville bench. Pushed out of bounds at the 23-yard line.
Call it 2nd and 5 as the Bears all look back here.
Now we got two referees again talking to each other. And they finally put the ball down.
Same formation, spread for the Bears. Alston rolls to his left now, wants to pass, got a man in the flat, throws it in the dirt right in front of him. Incomplete.
Yep. Tried to quick turn in. Hunter Thompson there, and the ball is just underthrown. So it brings up 3rd and 5 for the Bears. I'd look for that read option again by the quarterback in this 3rd down situation.
Same formation.
Got to keep those linebackers at home.
Alston.
There it is.
Hands off to the back around the left side. He's got some running room. He cuts it upfield. Still on his feet. 1st down yards. And he vaults over one player and down to the 11.
Blanchard bounces outside. Beats the containment of the Walkersville defensive end. 1st down. Pushed out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
So the Bears offense starting to figure out how to beat that defense by spreading them. Now they come in the wing T.
Yep. Alston under center.
Motion. Hand off to the T-back up right into the secondary and brought down right at the 4-yard line.
Yep, the power
7-yard gain.
Power off tackle to the right. Blanchard into the line of scrimmage and breaks to his left. Down to the 4-yard line. 2nd down, Bears.
So let's call it 2nd and 3. They can still get a 1st down and not score, but they are knocking on the door right now. Wing T formation for Alston. Same motion by that left wing. A handoff on the reverse. He goes up the left side and pushes it in for the touchdown.
Good push by the offensive line. Joseph just followed them into the end zone for the 4-yard touchdown run.
So the Bears jump out to a 6-point lead here at the 10:04 mark of the 2nd quarter. They will attempt the extra point.
Blanchard's the extra point kicker, left-footed kicker.
The snap, the set, the kick is up, and it looks pretty good to me. And it is. And we've got a 7-0 ball game as Oakdale strikes first here in the 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
LLC is conveniently located at 108 North Carroll Street in Thurmont with over 40 years of experience in the plumbing industry, celebrating its 10th year serving our community, specializing in all phases of plumbing, including septic installation and repair. The favorite part of our job is meeting new people and knowing that we helped. Kelco Plumbing prides itself on a job well done. Pricing that won't flood your budget. Burst pipes, water damage, clogged drains, replacement, remodel, or upgrades. Kelco Plumbing services most major fixtures, faucets, water heaters, sump pumps, and well pumps and pressure tanks. Kelco Plumbing.
All right, we are back here live on the first score of the game by Oakdale, 7-0. And here's the kickoff. The run up. It's a line drive, and at 2-3 hops, it's fumbled a little bit, but then he gets the handle at the 10, out to the 15, 20, 25, breaks through the line, and out to the 30-yard line, and I think we've got a ball out.
Down, they're blowing it down. The referee's pointing to the ground.
All the Oakdale players are pointing their ball, but the referee says no. It's down on contact.
Eubanks scooped that up about the 5 for Walkersville and worked his way out to the 33. First down Lions.
Good return by the receiving team as Dawson brings them out. 2 receivers split wide right. Dawson turns around and looks at his backfield. He's all set. Quick little screen to the slot, off to the right, straight ahead, still on his feet, breaks into the secondary, breaks another tackle, and then he's caught from behind, but not until he's driven all the way down to the 43-yard line in Bears territory. What a play. Biggest play of the game for the Lions.
Hey, great play call. They had Colin Sewell, number 2, lined up in the slot right here in front of us, in front of the Oakdale bench. The secondary for Oakdale deep. The split end made a great block, and then the rest was the speed of Sewell, worked his way into the Bears territory all the way down to the 43-yard line.
1st and 10, Lions.
Now we got a whistle by the referees looking at each other.
Might be
actually number 8. Ooh. Number 8, Dom Nichols.
Yeah.
Brought himself out of the game for Oakdale. That's
right.
Something to watch.
Blitz up the middle, straight ahead into the blitz on the trap, and he's driven back for no gain. Maybe lost a yard.
Yeah, right back to that 5-man front, and there's not going to be any running room. That's Zion Ntemi, who also plays fullback, rotates with Malik Bowie on the carry there, also 1 on the play.
That trap should work because they're coming so hard on the blitz. Why isn't it?
Because they're playing 5-man defensive front. So
all the gaps are covered.
All the gaps are covered.
Split left, slot left. Dawson. The quick little screen to the other side. It's caught. He's got some running distance through the secondary and down the sidelines, out of bounds on the far side of the field. Give him 14 on the carry, catch and run.
Yeah, good speed there by Eubanks. Dawson got it out to him quick. Plenty of room to run. Another Walker's. Did they move the chains?
They did not.
They did not yet. Now the referee's giving them the signal. 1st and 10.
Saw no flags, though. Yep. We're good. There go the chains.
Ball's down now on the Oakdale Bears 32-yard line.
Good series for the Lions now. Let's just hope they don't run the trap again right here. No, deep back off tackle. Got some running room. Drives, churns, carries a couple of defenders with him for 3.
Yeah, good push off the left side of the line. That time just power football. Mason Clark, tailback position. Good push for 4 yards.
2nd and 6 for the Lions. Ball spotted on the 28-yard line. They split out to the near side. Pro set behind Dawson.
Yeah, this is the belly.
Belly play, straight ahead.
Nice.
He dives for the first down. Good yardage as he stretches out. Number 4 on the carry, Zion Ntemi, and he stretches out for the first.
Yep. Good athletic move right there on the snap. That's the old belly play out of the wing tee set offense that we all know. They just adjusted to his slot eye. Good blocking by that lead halfback.
Sticking with the pro set and 2 splits. Motion on the right slot. Toss to the right slot. It looked like he was going to pass there for a second, but nothing there as he pulls it down. Sewell stopped for no gain. Maybe he lost a yard.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Whenever Oakdale's in that 5-man defensive front, there's not a lot of room to run.
He lost 2. Did he look like he was going to pass to you for a second there?
I think he was just catching and tucking, but I'm not going to be saying he won't pass. He's a pretty good athlete, so Coach Polis might have that play in his playbook somewhere.
So we got 4th down on the marker over here. That can't be right. Is that right?
Yeah, they lost track of a down.
There's a pass. He's wide open. It's caught. First down yardage. Still on his feet. And driven out of bounds. Oh, and he's slammed to the ground hard at the 20. No, make it the 16.
Again, Walkersville taking advantage of the cushion that the Oakdale Bears are giving them on the outside receiver. That was a quick pass from Dawson to
Menconi.
And then
Menconi on the catch.
Menconi, yeah. Another Walkersville first down, and chains in the ground into 17-yard line.
I formation behind Dawson. Hand off the deep back. ISO, and they just defeat everything at the line. Oakdale, 2-3 yards in the backfield. That's going to be a loss again.
Yeah, looks like Josh Crummett from his nose guard position, the 6'1", 280-pound senior.
He almost took the handoff.
Just a little too much to handle there.
2nd and 12 for the Lions. Ball on the 19.
And typically, like you like to get an angle block on that nose guard, but every one of the offensive linemen are covered up with a defensive lineman. So everything's a one-on-one.
There's no angle, right?
Nope.
Now it's a whistle.
Coach
we had a
Polis.
timeout. Coach Paulus calls a timeout before the snap.
Play clock must have been running low. That's his 3rd timeout. So no more timeouts for Walkersville this half.
We'll take a break and be right back.
When you let your dogs out, they come back stinky and dirty. Dirty Dog Self-Service Dog Wash solves those messy bathrooms or utility room cleanup disasters you hate. Take your dog up to Thermont Plaza, the Dirty Dog Dog Wash, and you'll be greeted by trained vet tech and owner Becky Clark, who will provide you with your own fun, safe, simple, and effective self-service kiosk for only $15 per wash. They stock all the top-of-the-line products to help you do the job right. Tired of clogged drains from hairy pets and nasty dog hair cleanup mess? Do you live on a farm where the dogs get really dirty? Dirty Dog Dog Wash Self-Service will have your dog thanking you for a wonderful spa day experience. Check out the website at thedirtydogwash.com.
Quick little receiver screen over the far side. He breaks the tackle, drags the defenders all the way down to the 12-yard line. We'll give him 5 yards on that catch and run.
Yep. Again, Dawson to Menconi.
We came back fast. Sorry we had to cut the commercial, but they made that a short timeout. All right, we've got 3rd and 6.
Walkersville with tight end, slot back, and split end, all here to the wide side, right side.
Dawson wants to pass. He pulls it down and scrambles right into the defense, and he's dropped it after he lost 2. So that's going to bring up 4th.
Yep, that's a coverage sack right there. Nobody open, 3 receivers, well covered by the Bears. Dawson pulls it down. Looks like we're going to try a field goal.
No. Are you sure?
They're going to set the ball down. It's a 22-yard line.
Yes, they are. They're going for the field goal. That's going to make it a 20, 31-yarder. Snap the set. The kick is up. It's long enough. And it is good.
32-yard field goal officially.
So the Lions put 3 on the board.
Good answer there by the visiting Lions. Though they couldn't punch it in, they moved the ball down the field and got 3 points. Check that. I think that's number 11, Mancani, is the kicker.
Okay.
That hit that field goal.
So Walkersville will tee the ball up on their own 40. With 4 minutes and 12 seconds to go in the first half, we've got a 7-3 ball game. Oakdale on top.
Right now, if you're Coach Polis, you want to go into halftime with this score. Hold Oakdale right here, force a punt, even if you don't come down and score. If you can go in halftime only down 7-3.
That was a good, solid drive, and they learned some things. I like the way they adjusted. There's a short pooch kick over to the near side, taken at the 30. He's covered, breaks through a little traffic, and he's driven down to the 41 and dropped.
Aggressive return there by Joe Hathaway on that they tried to place that ball right here at the 30-yard line, and boy, he caught that up there high like a rebound and then took off running right away. No hesitation. The ball is all the way out to the 41-yard line. Just under 4 minutes to play here in the half. And I believe Oakdale has all 3 of their timeouts.
Trips right. One receiver to the near side. Austin in the pistol. Again, another referee timeout. And they're looking
to adjust the clock.
They're looking at the
They're
clock.
Add 4 seconds.
So they changed it to 4:03, and they're ready now. So they took 9 seconds off the clock. Here we go.
I think they added time, Michael.
Did they? Straight drop, wants to pass, takes off with it, up the middle, there's a flag on the play. This one's coming back, but Austin run it down the sideline and out of bounds into his own bench, but we've got a holding call on Oakdale.
So dangerous in open field, and that was a designed quarterback draw. There was no hesitation, and the flag also, no hesitation, came out really quickly. Offensive lineman with a hold.
So the crowd doesn't like that one, as you can hear.
Well, and there's a little bit of too much demonstration by Oakdale also on the field. I'm surprised the refs aren't giving them a little chat.
Understood.
So from the spot, 10 yards this is gonna turn into a 15-yard penalty.
So they spot the ball at the 26. They've got to get to the 49 in Lions territory for the first down.
Yeah.
So we'll call that a 50.
Every time Austin runs, though, you got to hold your breath.
He's going to let it go. He's got a man hooked up in the zone, and he catches it, and he drives ahead to the marker where he's driven out of bounds. I think he got the first down. What a play by number 3.
Hunter Thompson on, again, just down the field, turns around. The ball's on his numbers. A little too much cushion again by the defensive back. He was able to avoid the first tackler and continue down the sidelines just at the change. Actually, they're calling it inches shy.
Second and inches, yes. There's a quick pass into the flat. It's caught. He breaks one tackle, driven out of bounds at the 38. So they move the chains again, and this quick strike offense is dangerous.
Yeah, exact same play, just a little shorter version. I think Oakdale has a matchup they like out here. And it's good to see Dom Nichols back on the field for the Oakdale Bears.
Spread formation, pistol, Austin hands off to the lone back straight ahead. He patiently waits for the hole to open, and then he gets what he can. Mark him with a 3-yard gain down to the 34.
Credit Kenyon Johnson on the tackle for Walkersville from his defensive tackle position. Again, Oakdale all 3 timeouts. Still 3 minutes to play here in the half.
2nd and 7, and wants to throw it. There's that pass out in the flat. He breaks that tackle again, and it's first down yardage and out of bounds. So that's 3 times in a row they've gone with that, and that corner can't make that tackle.
Yeah, he's going at the ankles. He needs to stay up and wrap up.
First down with the ball on the 21-yard line. The Bears with 2:54 to go in the half. They lead at 7-3, and now they're threatening, almost in the red zone. Spread formation, handoff to the lone back. No, it's the read option, and he pulls it down and runs. He's still on his feet, and then he's hammered on the backside pursuit. Give him 1 on the carry.
I'll tell you what, that play was actually made by, in my estimation, Div Predum. Check that, 58. Matt Lalick turned him back into the linebacker who was there to clean him up. A solid hit to control Alston. Brings up 2nd and 8 for the Bears.
Austin rolls left. He wants to pass, throwing it deep. Got a man in the end zone. It's up, and he drops it. Ooh. So he pushed off a bit there on the corner, and then he went up and dropped it. That big, tall receiver, that's a rough matchup for that corner. Who's the corner on that?
He's 5'8", according to the roster.
Yeah, he looks,
And Hunter is 6'4". Now
he got some help just now.
Flipped the corners.
Yes, they did.
Which brings number 2, Colin Sewell, who's 6'2", over here, matched up against Thompson.
Wing T for the Bears now. Split left. Left wing in motion. Fakes the toss, and on the counter, straight off tackle. First down yardage. They spot the ball at the 8.
Yeah, good play action there by Alston. Faked the pitch, handed off on the inside, handoff, reverse to the wing. First down Bears, and the ball was resting, 7-yard line? First and goal. 2 minutes.
7-yard line, they dropped the markers, so it is first and goal.
Boy, the Walkersville defense needs to come up with a big play here to end the half.
Clock under 2, running.
The Bears still all 3 timeouts.
3 receivers out. Handoff to the deep back straight ahead. He dives under the line and gets a 1 or 2 maybe, just on the...
Yeah, Ethan Sandbauer in hard from his defensive end position, kind of caused a little action in the backfield. And number 13, tailback Daniel Joseph stumbled and fell forward.
Timeout on the field at the 1:36 mark. The Bears lead at 7-3 as both teams huddle up with their respective coaches. What do you think we're going to see here, Coach?
At second down, still plenty of time on the clock, 2 timeouts. I'm going to guess they're going to spread them out and read option with Alston. And if they even have the opportunity to pass the football, because you have the big 6'5" Dom Nichols in there too, that little play action off of him would be really hard for Walkersville to cover. Just so many weapons on the football field for Oakdale.
That big orange ball is just peeking up over the mountains here. A couple more minutes, and we'll have a beautiful sunset we're looking at to the west here, up high over Frederick. Here we go.
So under center in the wing tee set, I'd look for waggle action or something of that nature.
There's the motion. Rolling to his left. It's a keeper by Austin. He dodges, falls into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
Just so elusive.
He broke 3 tackles on that scamper.
Yep. 7-yard touchdown run.
We'll get you some scores from around the league. There's a bunch of great games going on right now as we speak. Brunswick at TJ. There's the snap, the set, the kick is up. Perfect. And the kick is good. We've got a 14-3 ball game. We'll be right back with some scores from around the league.
I'm sorry?
This can be a busy time of year, running around getting ready for company, visiting friends, or spending time enjoying family. We are all too familiar with the growing list of errands that need our attention. Gary the barber knows how busy life can get, and so he makes sure that your convenience and a great haircut are first on his list. Call Gary the barber today. Gary the barber has hours to accommodate any busy schedule. 301-305-7895.
There's the run-up, the kickoff.
8 yards deep in the end zone. Impressive.
So we've got a few scores for you during that timeout. No score, Brunswick at TJ. You got one for the Middletown game?
Frederick 22, Middletown 7 in the second quarter. Nothing else updating.
1:31 to go in the half. Lions have the ball on their own 20, 1st and 10.
Williamsport 14, Smithsburg 0. But nothing else. Last night, Mountain Ridge 41-14 over Catoctin.
2 tough losses in a row for the Cougars.
But nothing else on the board. So we'll see what Coach Poles will do with 1:30. No timeouts.
Wants to pass, straight drop. Got a man on a quick out. Number 1 with the catch. Runs to the marker and stays on his feet. He's driven out of bounds into the Bears bench. Ronnie Lopez.
Nice play there. Lopez out of the backfield after the 2 wideouts ran all the defensive backs out of the way. Cleared the zone. Dawson on the money. Lopez room to run all the way up to the 31-yard line.
Here we go. They flip the formation to the wide side of the field. Rolling to his left. He stops. Wants to pass. Stops. Scrambles. Got a man. Caught. He breaks one tackle. Drives straight ahead and out of bounds to stop the clock. Good solid heads-up play by the Lions.
Yep. Nice play. Number 5, Mason Clark on the out. Again, running back out into the flats.
Got a Tuscarora score. Meade Mustangs 18, Tuscarora nothing here in the first quarter over at Tuscarora High School on Ballinger Creek. Twins right. Pro set. Dawson. Hands off on the counter, straight ahead. Give him a couple on the dive.
Tried to sneak that one past the Bears, but they were having none of it.
That'll bring up 3rd and 2 for the Lions with the ball on the 40. Mark that, the 38-yard line. 39.
Oakdale with 2 timeouts remaining if Walkersville doesn't convert right here.
Lions shift into the eye, rolling out. Quick little out pass. He breaks the tackle, first down yardage. He bounces it outside, runs out of bounds in Bears territory. Heads up play by number 34, Darius Eubank for the Lions.
Yeah, very smart play by this sophomore wide out.
This is a great 2-minute drill that we're seeing here. The Lions have moved the chains 3 times, and now they're in Bears territory with 40 seconds on the clock.
Oakdale now has adjusted their coverages a little bit, moving some more defenders out to the wide side.
Rolling left, he's got a man in his face. The blocker's defeated, and we're going to get a sack. Little extracurricular there. Loss of 2 on the play.
And see if Coach lets this one finish. We're under 20. Play clock's at 23. Yeah, it looks like Walkersville's in and out of the huddle quickly. They're going to try.
That's not Dawson, is it?
At quarterback?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is Dawson. All right, quick trap up the middle. That'll run it out to the dressing room. So the Bears will take a 14-3 lead into the dressing room here at Oakdale High School. We'll be back in just a minute for our first half wrap-up and some more scores from around the league. You're listening to Cool Oldies 1450, and this is the best high school sports in the region. We'll be right back.
High-Low Auto Sales with locations in Frederick and Mount Airy and our new location in Cockeysville, Maryland. We specialize in high-quality vehicles at low prices. All types of credit, financing, or leasing. You travel away with peace of mind in a vehicle with a High-Low Sales 6-month, 6,000-mile warranty. Find out about the High-Low difference at one of the leading independent automobile dealers in Maryland. That's High-Low Auto Sales. We look forward to serving you at highlawautosales.com.
At Thermont Country Kitchen, one recent diner summed it up perfectly.
This place is so good, the words are hard to find. It's a wonderful small-town diner with awesome food and great service.
Thermont Country Kitchen is located on Water Street in downtown Thermont. Open weekdays 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., Saturdays 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Sundays 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Remember when Grandma used to say, if you're looking for a great restaurant, follow the locals. And that's exactly what you'll find at Thermont Country Kitchen. A wonderful mixture of out-of-town guests, travelers up and down Route 15, and the locals who love Country Kitchen's award-winning roasted chicken. Homemade cooking at its finest, with lots of sweets and goodies at the counter to go. Country Kitchen is a great place for birthday parties, meetings, or just to take the family when you're out and about. Their huge menu has something for everybody, and their warm country home atmosphere and small-town charm will take you back to simpler times. Thermont Country Kitchen, satisfying and delicious. You'll feel right at home at Thermont Country Kitchen. Thermont Country Kitchen is a proud sponsor of local high school athletics on the radio.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're here at Oakdale High School for the halftime show. The band will be playing. We're going to bring that to you live on our video feed. Meanwhile, we've got a 14-3 lead. Oakdale with a good-looking offensive series in the first quarter they score, and then again in the second quarter.
Actually, both of them were in the second quarter.
Oh, they were? Okay.
First quarter was scoreless.
That's right.
Though
That's right.
Oakdale was moving. They finished it off in the second quarter. I'll tell you what, it's a lot of weapons on that field for Oakdale. If you're Coach Polish, you don't feel bad about giving up 14, but scoring 14 against that Oakdale Bears defense is going to be a big challenge for the Walkersville Lions.
It is. So far, the Lions able to move the ball successfully, but not able to put any points up on the board because that defense has stiffened in the red zone, both ways, ends of the field.
Yeah, there's no room for the running game. You know, Walkersville is moving the football with some quick outs and the wide receivers making some nice moves off after the catch. We'll see what Coach Poles styles up here for the second half. And if Oakdale makes any adjustments with their corners, rolls them up a little bit tighter and
on those
really
slot screens,
challenges those outs a little bit more than
because they've been yard producing plays for the Lions, the best plays of the game for them so far. The running game not very good at all. I don't even know what the stats are, but I wouldn't give them much more than probably 15 yards on the ground.
Yeah, it's just no room to run. The defense that Oakdale is playing is basically saying, you're not going to run the football. Mm-hmm. We challenge you. We dare you to pass the football.
Yeah.
So I think Coach is going to have to answer that one.
There's going to and Coach Polis is one of the coaches in this county who will make adjustments at halftime. He will come out and he'll go with what he's got.
Yeah. It's a young quarterback, so guess what? He's going to grow up tonight.
Yeah, he will.
And so before we check out,
you got some scores.
The only scores that came up on the board are 28-7 Frederick over Middletown.
So they've scored again.
Yep. And the Brunswick score is 21-7 Brunswick,
Yeah.
and that's the only Frederick County that is updating.
Let me see if I can get the Lancers game. I've got no update on that. That one has not been updated. And let's see about Urbana. Urbana's over at my alma mater, Sherwood. The Urbana Hawks. No update on that one. So that's it. That's the best we can do for you for right now from around the league. Okay, we'll take a break. And, well, I guess we're having the halftime show here, aren't we?
Yeah, so let's be
All
quiet
right,
and listen.
yeah, let's be quiet and let the Oakdale Bears show us the stuff.
And now, presenting the 2022 Oakdale High School Band. The Hendricks experience in the show focused on the musical contributions of Jimi Hendrix. The show includes The show includes
Take it into overdrive.
I like to go bowling with my friends.
Looking for a family fun night out? Want to get the kids off their phones and out getting some exercise? Check out Walkersville Bowling Center. Located on Bigford Road in Walkersville, Walkersville Bowling is old school fun with new excitement. Forget those big heavy balls with the holes. Get into some small ball fun that's easier for kids and seniors too. Walkersville Bowling features duck pin bowling, a game the whole family can play. Open 7 days a week with a great snack bar and some super specials. Check out Rock and Roll Saturday nights or the Sunday family plan. Walkersville Bowling is a great place for private and company parties, birthdays, promotions, team building, and more. Call them today at 301-845-2244. That's 301-845-2244. Or check out their website, walkersvillebowling.com. Walkersville Bowling, a great place to have fun with family and friends. Walkersville Bowling is a proud sponsor of high school athletics on the radio.
And we'd like to welcome you back to the, second half of our broadcast between the Oakdale Bears and the Walkersville Lions. The Bears lead the Lions by a score of 14-3. This is Tyler Wilhelm. I'm filling in for Mike just for the time being, and I'm joined by Rick Little. And it seems to me like Walkersville was able to move the ball very, very well in the first half. They just weren't able to finish. And that's coming back to bite them right now. It's 14-3, but it very well could be tied, or Walkersville could very well have a lead. Walkersville's moved the ball fine. They just haven't been able to finish drives, and they find themselves down 14-3, and they're going to be kicking off to the Bears to start the second half. And if Walkersville drops this game, this will be, they'll be putting themselves in a pretty deep hole, because next week they're playing Linganore, and that's not going to be easy either. Linganore, the 3A state champ runner-ups last year, are starting the season off strong. They won their game last week. So it looks like Walkersville's just going to have to figure some stuff out. They're going to have to make some stops on defense. And they're going to have to try to find a way to figure out how to contain Oakdale's quarterback. The teams are going through their little 3-minute warm-up, as they do before every half, or before every start of the second half.
I'm not smart. I'm not great. It's going to be a catch someday. Hey, I'm a hard finder. It's going to put me in chapter 11. I'll pick a team that will only be up by 16 times.
We're on. So I'm joined by Rick Little. Rick, I was saying earlier that Walkersville had been able to move the ball pretty well, but they just weren't able to finish drives.
Well, against this Bears defense, it's going to be hard for them just to march down the field. We watched them in the opening drive, converted 2 4th downs just to keep the drive alive. They had some good movement on some quick outs to the wide receivers, who then created some space and got some move the chains. But as that field shortens, then Oakdale's defense again stands tall.
Then the cushion shortens.
Yeah, the cushion, because they don't give them the 10-yard out anymore. And I'll tell you what, the run defense of the Bears has held Walkersville to about 30 yards rushing here in the first half.
Yeah, and Walkersville's dug themselves into a pretty deep hole right now. They dropped their first game last week, and they're down 14-3 here. Rick, if they lose next week's, they're going to be in a pretty deep hole, because next week they're playing Linganore. They're the defending state champ runner-ups.
Yeah, and they get to go to Linganore as a reward for this tough season. The good thing is, though, Tyler, all teams make the playoffs. The bad thing is, though, with this schedule that Walkersville plays, they're going to be on the road for the playoffs unless they can start to really string together. And, of course, once they get into the season, they'll have some winnable games. You know,
Sure.
It's not the best 3A teams in the state, but it is, again, Frederick's in the mix there, and then you got the strong 2A Middletown in the mix. So I would not be surprised. I'm not predicting this, but it's going to be hard for Coach Polis and his Lions to end their 9-game regular season with a winning record.
Yeah, I mean,
But they still could be dangerous in the playoffs.
oh, absolutely. Well, yeah, because they won't have to deal with these teams
That's
in the
right.
playoffs. But yeah, I'll tell you what, I would not want to play that Frederick team. No, sir.
No, no. And, you know, Middletown, everybody was thinking Middletown's pretty strong this year, which indeed they probably are, and they will be. They are consistently very good, but they're down 28-7 at halftime to Frederick right now at Middletown.
And didn't Middletown just put a beat down on Tuscarora last week?
Yeah, that was kind of expected. Tuscarora's having a hard time. They're trying to build their program back up. They're starting to get some decent numbers, but it'll take time. So, yeah, and you're exactly right. You know, though it's only 11 points difference, it seems to me as though that's a huge 11-point for Walkersville to make up here in the second half.
Yeah, it is, and they're kicking off. So
Yeah, and you got dangerous, you know, Michael and I were talking about the dangerous weapons that the Bears put on the field offensively. I mean, it starts with the quarterback, it moves to the wide receiver, and multiple wide receivers, multiple running backs, you know, so, you know, it's not that you're winning the game, but Coach Polis's defenses had really played a solid first half.
yes, they have. Yes, they have. It's just big plays.
Yeah.
That's what's hurting them right now, big plays. And then to kick for the Lions, we have Tristano Meccani. I believe I'm saying that name right.
Mencati, yep.
Mencani. Back deep to receive for the Bears, we have Hunter Thompson and Graydon McLean.
We'll see if Walkersville tries that placement kick like
All
they
right.
did in the first half after the field goal.
Thank you, Tyler. Here we go. There's a run up and
And
the
we
kick.
have a flag.
We do have a flag.
I don't think the referees had marked the ball ready for play.
Mm-hmm. So we'll re-kick that one.
So they'll line everything up, get everything set again. And now Oakdale is moving their return team up and expecting that little placement shot. Over there at the 30-yard line in front of the Walkersville bench.
There's a run up, same spot.
Yep.
Taken at the 30, straight ahead, knocked at the 33 and driven down. So 3 yards on the return. Oakdale will take over 1st and 10 on their own 33.
Whitby on the tackle for Walkersville. Hathaway on the return for Oakdale. Ball on the 34-yard line. Let's see if Oakdale really spreads things out here to start this third quarter. Got Dom Nichols out here matched up against Derek Eubanks for Walkersville.
Pistol formation, handoff to the deep back, straight ahead. He bounces it into the secondary, up the second level, down the sidelines, and driven out of bounds. Give him 20 yards on the gain into Lions territory. That's a nice way to start out 1st and 10.
Great run by Daniel Joseph up the middle, then breaks to the left once he got to the second level and down the sidelines into Walkersville territory. Ball resting at the 48-yard line. And if you're Coach Polis, you do not want to let the Bears score here to start the second half.
Split right, slot right. Austin hands off to the deep back, straight ahead. This time they are moving the line of scrimmage. 5-yard gain on the carry down to the 42.
Yep, that's the old isolation play out of the shotgun formation. The fullback leads Joseph right up the middle, isolates on the linebacker. Good push of 6 yards on the play. Let's call it 2nd and 4.
Sticking with the same formation now. Austin shouts out the signals. Movement on Walkersville, no encroachment. Running right, trying to get around the right end. He turns it upfield, and he's caught after a 2-yard gain. Going to be about a yard short at the marker. Spot him at the 39.
Slow to get up that time. Bowie from his middle linebacker position. Quickly to knock him down before he got to the first down yardage. Let's call it 3rd and a long 1 for the Bears.
Wing T formation now, all bunched in tight. Quick little trap up the middle. First down yardage and then some. Let's give him 3 on the carry. They spot him at the 36, 1st and 10. Oakdale.
Yep. Quickly to the line of scrimmage. Fullback Aiden Blake off the left side. First down yardage.
Daniel Joseph got his bell rung. He took himself out of the game to the sideline here. He's down on one knee. Wing T again. Motion on the left wing. Handoff straight up the middle. He bounces it through into the secondary. Drives, and he's dragged down after a 5-yard gain. Spot him at the 31.
Again, good blocking there by the interior line of the Bears. Good push. Blanchard in at the tailback position now. Gain of 5 on the play.
It's kind of like an I formation out of the wing T. The wing T comes back around into the I position and follows the up back through the hole.
Yeah, from his wing back position, he takes motion deep into the backfield, basically becomes the tailback in the I. You're exactly right, Michael.
Motion, fakes the jet sweep, rolls to his left, wants to pass. He stops, plants his foot, and cuts it upfield, still on his feet. Breaks around one defender, and he's dragged down right at the marker. It's going to be close, depending on the spot.
And the referees are saying first down. Austin on the scramble. Good coverage by the defensive backs for Walkersville, and good contain by the defensive end for Walkersville, number 16, Devin Kaufman, but that elusive Austin downfield for a first down.
Ball spotted on the 26-yard line. 26-yard line. Oh, there's penetration to the backfield and a sack.
Is that number 2? Colin Sewell.
And he's psyched.
Yep. Typically a defensive back rolled up from the safety position and came quickly on the snap into the backfield. Also 3 on the play. Let's call it 2nd and 13.
So Austin was averaging 16 yards a carry last week. I don't think he's got those kind of numbers, but he sure is moving the ball right now. Let's see if he can make up that lost yardage from the 2nd and 13.
When he takes off running, boy, he is scary.
Read option, he hands off to the back, off the right end. Drives ahead for 1 or 2, and now we've got a player still down. That halfback is on his stomach on the ground.
Malik Bowie with a solid tackle, and that's Lewis again. I'm sorry, check that.
Joseph?
Daniel Joseph.
Yeah, he took himself out earlier, and he came back in, and now he's got his second. Let's see, he's still down, so we'll take an injury timeout and be right back.
Restaurant? It's the Diner, and you won't find a better one than the Mountain View Diner. It's the ultimate comfort food. From delicious appetizers to sandwiches to succulent entrees, the Mountain View Diner can satisfy any taste. If it's mouth-watering Greek fare you're after, the Mountain View Diner will not disappoint. And don't forget the famous cheesecake. Mountain View Diner on West Patrick Street in Frederick and in Charlestown, West Virginia, across from the casino. A winner 3 years in a row for a Best Frederick Award. People who love great food eat at the People's Restaurant, the Mountain View Diner.
All right, here we go.
So 3rd and 12.
Handoff into the backfield. Oh, he's got a reverse field. He breaks the tackle. This could be dangerous, and now he's cleaned up. Oh, and he's walloped by the backside pursuit, number 53 on the huge tackle, or was that 63?
53, John Evans, defensive tackle. He just didn't give up, tracked him down from the backside, as you said. Brings up 4th and 9 for the Bears. This is a really long field goal. Offense is staying on the field. 4-down territory.
All right. 3 receivers split to the wide side of the field, 1 to the near. Pistol formation, lone back on his hip pocket, straight drop, looking left. He lets it go, got a man on the, oh, we've got some contact. No flag. Incomplete.
Yep, tried to isolate Nichols.
I love the way he looked him off to the left.
Shoulder.
I love the way he looked him off to the left.
Yeah.
I thought for sure he was going over there.
I'm not sure what the Oakdale coaches are yelling for. It kind of
pass interference, perhaps?
Well, it looked like my viewpoint. Oakdale receiver kind of
pushed off,
extended his arm on the defensive back of Walkersville. Either way, no call. Ball turns over on downs. Walkersville takes over at the 25-yard line.
High formation, split right, slot right. Dawson leans down under center. Quick little screen to the slot. Got some running room. 10-yard gain driven out of bounds into the Lions bench. There it is again, Coach.
Yep, little bubble screen. Hit the slot.
2nd and 1.
Again, good blocking by the split end. Dawson puts it right there where he can catch and run. So it's 2nd and 1 for the Lions.
No, it's 2nd and 1.
If this is right, out of town scoreboard, Westminster 34, Linganore 14.
What? Are you sure?
That's what Score Stream is showing.
Hand off to the deep back. He bounces it outside and then back up. Drives to the secondary. 1st down yardage and then some, and give him 8 yards on the carry down to the 41-yard line. 1st and 10 Lions.
Ronnie Lopez used his speed to get to the edge and then set that foot. 1st down Walkersville.
That was the first, I think that was the first decent run that they've had out of that formation.
Mm-hmm.
That looked like Walkersville football right there. Here we go. Dawson, hand off to the deep back. He slips and falls, gets back up, and then he's cleaned up after a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, I think that was Mason Clark rotating in at tailback that time. Tried to make a cut. Check that, I believe that was Ronnie Lopez.
It did look like
Lopez, in,
yeah.
Number 1. Mm-hmm.
They flipped the formation here to the near side. Lopez, 76 yards last week. A quick little slot screen. Oh, beautiful spin move. And he's driven out of bounds at about a 9-yard gain at the 49-yard line, just inside Lions territory, shy of the mid-marker.
Yeah, the quick out to the split end. Darius Eubanks this time, real quick. I mean, he's catching a football spinning away from the defensive back.
Well, that ball hung up there a bit. That had pick written all over it at first.
Yep. So we got 3rd and 2. Oakdale staying in their 4-man front this time on 3rd and short yardage.
Hand off to Lopez, deep back. He drives for the 1st down. He just stuck his nose in there and got it on his own.
Yeah, they're marking him right at the stick. They're bringing it back a little bit. I think, they're calling it a 1st down. Just enough.
They had to on effort alone. I mean, he just stuck his nose in there and let him have it.
Now here comes Oakdale changing defensive personnel a little bit. The big boys up front.
Lopez with 800 yards last season, picking right up where he left off. Dawson down under center.
If you give Ronnie a seam, he's going to get something.
Quick little swing pass out to the outside. I think he dropped it.
No, he caught it, but he was dropped quickly. I'll tell you what, I saw a pick six on that one, but Dawson read it right, threw it over top the defensive back, but the defensive back basically ran the football to the receiver and knocked him down. No gain on the play.
2nd and 10 with the ball on the 49-yard line in Bears territory. Lions flip the formation to the near side, split left, slot left. I formation behind Dawson. Dawson rolls to his left, wants to pass. He lets it go on the out. It's a jump ball.
Oh.
And he came down with it.
What a catch.
Number 7 with the catch of the game. I mean, he ripped that away from the defender, came down with it, rolled out of bounds, and that's a 20-yard catch.
Yeah, great coverage. But they're pointing back at Walkersville. The Walkersville team's walking backwards.
Not again.
There's a flag laying at the 45-yard line, which is 6 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
I don't see
So
it.
it's going to wipe out that nice
Holding
catch by
Lions
Walkersville.
is the official call.
And that was Wyatt Gerhardt made that nice catch for Walkersville. That's got to be negated by the penalty, and it's a 10-yard walk-off from the spot of the foul.
4 minutes and 3 seconds left to go in the third quarter. The Oakdale Bears lead at 14-3 over the Lions.
So now we have a 2nd and 26 for Walkersville.
Pro set behind Dawson. He rolls left, stops, plants. He lets it go for the
right
long ball. Oh, there's contact. It's caught. Cuts it back upfield. One man to beat, and he's tackled at the 18. They got that back and more, and there's no flags this time.
Again, sophomore Darius Eubank, great adjustment to the ball. It was a little underthrown. Actually, and you might have heard the coaching staff from Walkersville yelling for interference while the ball was still in flight because there was a lot of contact.
There was, and that because the ball was underthrown, the corner lost his footing and got his legs crossed up and fell down.
And Eubank made the great adjustment, caught it, and then a little run after the catch.
Red zone for the Lions.
19-yard line.
Hand off to Lopez, straight ahead, into the second level, still on feet, spins and all the way down, first down and then some to the 6.
Yep, so Walkersville punched that one right up the gut, off the right side. Good isolation. And now here comes Oakdale's bringing in their big boys for the 5-man defensive front, see what Walkersville can do. 1st and goal, ball at the 7-yard line.
I'm looking for that bubble screen to the wide side again. There it comes. See number 7 in the slot? Here we go. Dawson under center. Hand off to the deep back, straight ahead, runs into traffic, nothing there. Shuts him down. He loses a yard or two.
Yeah, into the backfield. Crummett from Oakdale.
Nose tackle.
Just pushed everything backwards. Lopez tries to bounce it out. Just too many teammates there for the Bears. And they lose yardage back to the 10.
2nd and goal from the 10 now as they shuttle the play in with the quarterback.
Yeah, see if they don't go offset backs here to the slot side and watch for Lopez.
That's exactly how they're lining up. You got it.
If they can get time, and there he goes.
Rolling in, looking for that slant. Knocked down at the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
Batted down by the lineman.
Yeah, Dom Nichols, 6'5", got penetration into the backfield. Dawson tried to avoid him, but there was no way that pass was getting through.
3rd and goal from the 10. Let's see what Coach Polis dials up here. That's the first slant we've seen in this game.
See if they try to sneak a tight end out somewhere.
They flip the formation. Power right. Rolling to his right. He's got a man looking for the fade in the end zone. It's caught. Touchdown. Long.
Great pass.
What a fade.
Yep. And just Colin Sewell, the deep corner. Brad Dawson just dropped that thing right in there. And the Lions roar.
So the Lions spot the PAT. The set, the kick is up, and the kick is good, and we've got a 4-point game as the Lions battle back to 10, 14 to 10.
Yep.
We'll step aside for a break.
Broadcasting. Since 2008, we have broadcast more high school sporting events than any radio station in the 4-state area. Football, basketball, baseball, and softball. Regular season playoffs and state championships from Southern PA to Brunswick, the western mountains of Maryland to the eastern shore. Cool Oldies 1450 THU is #1 in high school sports broadcasting.
All right, we've got a penalty on the kickoff now as the ball is spotted all the way up on the 50-yard line at midfield where the Lions will kick off to Oakdale.
It was a running into the kicker penalty on the extra point that Walkersville chose to take here on the ensuing kickoff.
High end-over-end kick. That one looks like it's going to sail out. Oh! Walkersville player touches it before it goes out of bounds, and it's down.
Wow.
That was a heck of a,
that was an effort
teams.
by Walkersville. And if he reached out and touched it, if he could have scooped that thing in, that would have been a fumble recovery. But the ball does roll out of bounds, touched by Walkersville, so no penalty.
That guy could play in the Major League Baseball League. I mean, that was a slide in the second if I ever saw it.
Great hustle play. So what an answer by Walkersville. Oakdale took the opening kickoff of the third quarter, marched down, turned it over on downs, and then Walkersville with the answer.
Spread formation. Austin rolls to his right. It's the keeper. Design quarterback sweep. He leaps over one tackler and falls ahead for 3.
Yep, just that shotgun with 2 backs in the backfield, strong formation. Austin around the right side. Actually well played by Walkersville to hold him to a 5-yard gain.
Second down with the ball spotted on the 23-yard line as the Bears come in tight, wing T formation. Austin under center, motion on the right wing. He rolls to his left, that's the bootleg, trying to get outside, he does. Driven into the Lions bench. Give him, we got a flag?
Yep, the referee.
Late flag out of bounds. So he was driven out of bounds into the Walkersville bench after gaining 5. That was going to be a 3rd and 1, but I think we've got a marker. We've got a zebra huddle on the far side of the field now.
Yeah, I know Coach Poles is not going to be happy with this call because they were trying to hold up, and then with the whole bench there.
Here it is.
Yeah, 15-yard personal foul penalty against Walkersville.
Late hit out of bounds is the call. They mark it off.
Going to walk out to the 46-yard line, 1st and 10 Bears.
So the nose of the ball sitting right on the far hash mark at the 46. With the lights on here on a beautiful, beautiful September evening for Friday Night Lights and some great high school football game where the Bears lead at 14-10 with a minute to go in the third quarter. As Austin hands off to the deep back, pulls it in on the read, bounds around the left side. He's going to go all the way. One man to beat on the pursuit, and he's into the end zone for the score. Lightning strikes just that quickly with these Bears.
Yep, 54-yard touchdown run.
So just that quickly, the Bears answer back and put 6 up on the board. The PAT team out, ready to go. .52 seconds on the clock. There's the spot, the set, the kick is up. It's a line drive, and it's straight through. And we've got a 21-10 ball game here at Oakdale with the Bears on top. We'll be right back after this break and a word from our sponsors.
LLC is conveniently located at 108 North Carroll Street in Thurmont with over 40 years of experience in the plumbing industry, celebrating its 10th year serving our community, specializing in all phases of plumbing, including septic installation and repair. The favorite part of our job is meeting new people and knowing that we helped. Kelco Plumbing prides itself on a job well done with pricing that won't flood your budget. Burst pipes, water damage, clogged drains, replacement, remodel, or upgrades. Kelco Plumbing services most major fixtures, faucets, water heaters, sump pumps, and well pumps and pressure tanks. Kelco Plumbing is certified and licensed in Maryland and Pennsylvania. Call them today at 301-788-9791. That's 301-788-9791. Emergencies or planned repairs, Kelco Plumbing will go out of their way to explain exactly what needs to be done in simple, easy to understand solutions. When a plumber's work is done, well, everyone is happy. Remember, a good flush beats a full house every time. Kelco Plumbing is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the radio.
There's the run up with the ball taken in the end zone after the 5, 10, 15, 20. Still on his feet. He breaks in, open and into the Lions bench. A 41-yard return, mark at 43.
Okay, if the ball crosses the end zone, it's a touchback. So Eubank caught that thing right at the line. I mean,
I thought he was in.
It can't be. Not in high school football. If it's in, it's a touchback. So he played that way. It's like he wanted that return, and boy, he took advantage of it all the way out to the 41-yard line, right up in front of the Walkersville bench on the far sideline.
Let's see what kind of spark that gives the Lions now as they come out in the eye. Hand off to Lopez. He bounces it through into traffic, drives ahead for 1.
Yeah, you don't get any 100-yard returns at this level.
That's right. It has to be 99.5, right, Tyler?
I mean, they can return interceptions 100 yards.
Yes. So Walkersville tries it off tackle. Dom Nichols, defensive end from the Bears, just gets penetration, causes Lopez to, again, try to avoid him, and then the Bears are there to clean him up. Short gain on the play, 2nd and 9, Walkersville.
Same formation for the Lions. Dawson under center. Rolls to his left, 2-step drop, lets it rip into traffic. It's knocked away. Great defensive play by that outside backer, number 3.
Yeah, number 3 was up tight as the corner on the wide receiver, and on the release of the pass, drifted back, got in that passing lane and knocked it away. And that's number 3, Hunter Thompson.
3rd and 9 now for the Lions. Ball spotted on the 42 in Lions territory. Dawson brings the play in. Crowd getting into it now.
Boy, this is a fast third quarter, Michael.
3 seconds left. Yep. Here we go. Rolling to his left again. He sets, plants. He's got time. He lets it go deep. And it's intercepted at the 30-yard line. Right. He threw it under the back. And it was picked right into the arms of the defender.
Yep, Dawson just tried a little too much there. On contact, as he was getting hit, he released it. Couldn't get enough on the football. Oakdale safety just drifted back and intercepted the pass.
We'll be right back after this break.
Two great football games of the week to choose from. Friday evening on the radio, or watch our live online video stream at WTHUradio.com. Only 1450 All of our high school sports games are archived and available online at WTHUradio.com in our audio vault.
All right, we are back with you here live. I want to thank our sponsors making this second half possible. Center of Life Chiropractic, Dirty Dog Dog Wash, Kelco Plumbing, Thurmont Country Kitchen, and Walkersville Bowling. Thank you for sponsoring this great Frederick County High School football game here at Oakdale, where the Bears have a 21-10 lead over the Walkersville Lions. And we just saw a pick all the way down at the 30. We flip ends of the field. And we move into the fourth quarter.
Big possession, you know. Oakdale shows how quickly they can score on that quick answer after Walkersville punched it in. You cannot, if you're Walkersville, you cannot let Oakdale score again. Basically ice the game here, point-wise.
Well, it looked like they dropped into zone coverage. And that safety just sat in the soft part of the zone in front of the wide receiver.
Yeah, they tried the wide receiver over the middle, tried to get him behind the safety. Ball was just a little underthrown.
Wing team motion, handoff to the up back off left tackle. Give him 3 on the carry. Ball spotted at the 34.
Just credit Bowie and Kaufman on the tackle for Walkersville. 4-yard gain on the play for the Bears. 2nd and 6. Ball resting at the 34-yard line.
Three receivers split wide. Pistol formation for Austin. Handoff to the deep back. He's going to try to right sweep. He gets around the end and turns it upfield, but good backside pursuit, good speed by Walkersville, and they limit him to 2 yards on the carry. They mark it at the 36-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd and short.
Yeah, Colin Sewell from a safety position kind of just spread that thing out, forced it around the edge, and hustling Carson Finch cleaned it up, knocked him out of bounds.
He only got a yard. That's 3rd and 4.
Yep, well, he strung it out well. And again, number 13 pulls himself out of the game, Daniel Joseph.
Into the game for Joseph goes number 1.
Yeah, Blanchard. And
timeout, Oakdale.
I think on the personnel change, the play clock was running low, so Coach Stein uses his first timeout of the second half. See, trainers walking along with the nicked up Daniel Joseph of the Bears. Might be time to take his helmet.
The Knights have scored in the 3rd quarter, 29-14. Cadets over the Knights at Frederick High School. Saw a great news in the paper today. Across the street from Frederick High School is a Frederick institution, China Garden Restaurant, reopened today.
Yeah.
Great to see after that devastating fire in 2019.
Yeah.
I think everybody in Frederick at one time or another has eaten there.
If you like Chinese food, that's the place to go.
Handoff to the deep back, off left tackle. Got some room into the second level. First down and then some. Give him 12 yards on the carry. He moves the ball all the way out to the 48-yard line. 1st and 10 Bears.
We have a number 40 trying to limp off the field for Oakdale, and he just sat down, Willie Hodges. So
we got an injury timeout. We'll be right back.
Country Kitchen. One recent diner summed it up perfectly.
This place is so good, the words are hard to find. It's a wonderful small-town diner with awesome food and great service.
Thurmont Country Kitchen is located on Water Street in downtown Thurmont. Open weekdays 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., Saturdays 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Sundays 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Remember when Grandma used to say, if you're looking for a great restaurant, follow the locals. And that's exactly what you'll find at Thurmont Country Kitchen.
All right, we are back live here with a 1st and 10 on the Bears 48. Wing T straight ahead. Power out of that wing T. 2 yards on the carry. They spot him right at the midfield stripe. That'll bring up 2nd and 8.
Yep.
So it looks like Oakdale's just going to be content to power run it right here.
Yep. Just work the clock, and if they need a big play, they'll spread them out. Yep. That time it was Aiden Blank, fullback with the run. And here they go, the shotgun.
Austin taking his time, letting the clock run. Takes the snap, hands off to the deep back, straight ahead into a crowd. 2 yards on the carry. Into Lions territory. They spot it at the 47. That'll bring up 3rd and 5.
Kratom and Bowie on the stop for Walkersville. This is a big down for Walkersville. They got to get that defense off the field.
They need to stop, yeah.
They need their hands on the football.
It's a 2-score game.
Yep.
Trips right. Austin with a lone back on his left hip pocket. He rolls to his left on the quarterback keeper. The sweep. 1st down yardage. All the way down to the 41. He got just enough.
Yep, so quick. Got that edge. Malik Bowie was right there, but he was not able to stop him before Evan Austin fell for that 1st down. So with 8:40 to play in the 4th quarter, a new set of downs for Oakdale at the Walkersville 41-yard line.
Wing T formation. They check their wristbands. There's that eye, and they're going to reverse and the whistle. We've got motion.
Delay a game. Before the snap. Back judge threw the flag.
So that'll cost them 5.
Reset, replay 1st down with a 1st and 15. Ball now to 46-yard line. They were working that inside counter.
Yeah.
Off that wing tee.
And it looked like a busted play because they ran into each other. Trips right. 1 receiver to the near side. 4 in the pattern. Read option. Austin caught in the backfield, reverses field, and then he's dropped for a loss all the way back to the 48-yard line.
He actually handed that off to Blanchard. Blanchard met the defensive end from Walkersville. Ethan Sandbauer broke that tackle, tried to reverse field. Too many Lion teammates there, dropped him for a loss. Second and about 19 to go now for Oakdale Bears first down. Ball back in Oakdale territory.
Straight drop. Austin lets it go long. He's got a man deep, and it's caught. Oh, and he stripped the ball out. What a beautiful defensive play by that corner. He was beaten, and he caught it, and he stuck a hand in there and stripped it out.
3 versus 3, and I would say Jaden Sassu won that one for Walkersville by knocking that ball away.
Indeed.
Ball's incomplete, 3rd and long.
Indeed he did.
And the clock stops.
So the Bears all check their wristbands as the play is signaled in from the sideline.
Down to 6 on the play clock. So coach, another timeout
Calls
for
timeout.
Oakdale. Their second timeout of the second half.
We'll be right back after this break.
When you let your dogs out, they come back stinky and dirty. Dirty Dog Self-Service Dog Wash solves those messy bathrooms or utility room cleanup disasters you hate. Take your dog up to Thermont Plaza, the Dirty Dog Dog Wash, and you'll be greeted by trained vet tech and owner Becky Clark, who will provide you with your own fun, safe, simple, and effective self-service kiosk for only $15 per wash. They stock all the top-of-the-line products to help you do the job right. Tired of clogged drains from hairy pets and nasty dog hair cleanup mess? Do you live on a farm where the dogs get really dirty? Dirty Dog Dog Wash Self-Service will have your dog thanking you for a wonderful spa day experience. Check out the website at thedirtydogwash.com. And don't forget...
All right, we're back with you live. 3rd in the country mile for the Bears. Pushed back into Lions territory. Austin wants to go deep. He pulls it down and has to scramble out to his right. He stops, jukes the runner, cuts back upfield, still on his feet. Oh my gosh, he's in the secondary. He got all 20 and then some back. First down. Austin all on his own, all the way down to the 28-yard line. That was some nifty running.
Yep, so elusive. And I'll tell you what, Walkersville, they're asking for a hold. Number 33, his defensive end position is standard. Puts his hands up, shows the referees he cannot get away from the Oakdale lineman, and there's nothing. So I don't know if he has him sized up nice and tight. That is not a hold because his hands are inside, but I still didn't think you were allowed to grab the jersey and keep him in place. But anyway, Oakdale Bear first down.
Handoff to the deep back. He sees a bit of a seam, sticks his nose in there and pushes it ahead for 2. They're going to spot him at the 21. Give him 2 yards on the carry. That'll bring up 2nd and 8.
Coach Stein and the Bears working real slow now, very methodic.
Clock down to 6:39 in the game. Bears lead at 21-10. Straight ahead, running into the secondary, second level, first down yardage, right at the marker, depends on the spot.
Daniel Joseph from his tailback position, good run up the middle.
That kid's tough.
Yeah, he's keeps bouncing back up and bouncing back in.
They move the chains.
Linganore has moved within 6 of Westminster. It's now 34-28 in the third quarter.
Wow. I'd like to be at that game.
Seems like a wild one.
All right, here we go. Austin from the gun. Long taking his time. Clock down to 8 seconds. Handoff deep, straight ahead. Getting a little lane there now to run. Moving it 3-4 yards to carry.
Yeah, that offensive line now is starting to get a little push, opening up some nice size holes for the Bear running backs. Gain of 5 on the play brings up 2nd and 5 for the Bears. Got the ball resting.
Tell
at
where the ball is.
7-8 yard line.
Trips right. Run left. Straight. Sticks his nose in there and pushes the pile ahead. First down yardage. They'll drop the chains. It'll be 1st and goal Bears. He's a yard short.
Yep. 3rd and 1. Just good power running there. Left off tackle by Joseph.
Yeah, but this only means they can run the clock.
Yep, they're methodical right now. Clock working down towards 4 minutes and 30 seconds in the game. Way to put this one out of reach. Oh, nice play.
Defense up front. He stuffs them at the point of attack on the quick little counter.
Malik Bowie is inside linebacker position in the backfield. Be able to wrap up Aiden Blake and
Lost
drop
a couple.
him for a loss. Brings up 4th and 4 for the Bears. Ball's resting now at the 6-yard line.
What do you think they'll do? Kick the field goal?
Looks like they're going to let it run all the way down. Call timeout. Bring in the field goal unit. Third and final timeout for the Bears.
So they blow the whistle at the 1 second mark on the play clock. Timeout. Both teams will huddle up, and I believe we're going to see a field goal.
Yep. They're talking it over.
Want to remind you, we will be back here to Oakdale next week, where the Middletown Knights will come in to this stadium. Oakdale playing back-to-back home games here at Oakdale.
Yeah, that's one thing. A lot of the coaches with this 9-game schedule, because of the extra playoff round, because of all the teams making the playoffs in the 6 football classifications, every other year you're 4 home, 5 away. And, all the coaches clearly are not excited about that year. They rotate 4 home, 5 away.
Also want to remind you that Tyler and Hollis will be up at Fairfield to bring you the Biglerville-Fairfield game next Friday. That kickoff at 7 p.m. in Adams County. Austin throws it into the end zone. No signal yet.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, Bears. On the quick little crossing pattern, Austin rolled to his left and waited for the receiver to clear.
All the way from the backside, Michael. He came all the way across the field. Plenty of time. Austin just surveyed the field, found him deep in the end zone for the touchdown.
Threw it in a place where only he could catch it. And the Bears tack 6 on the board at the 3:37 mark of the 4th quarter. The snap, the set, the kick is a beaut. And he splits the uprights, and we've got a 28-10 ball game here at Oakdale High School.
Wow, what a drive. Methodical, just ate up the yardage, chunks of yardage, and most importantly, a chunk of time.
Yeah,
it was a 6-minute drive.
Very disciplined, steady, pound and ground.
Yep.
And when they needed the big play, they went to the legs of Evan Austin.
A few penalties tonight, actually both teams. penalties tonight. No turnovers.
One turnover. One, that interception.
The interception. Yes, right there down the middle here late. But, yeah, well-played game.
Clean game, right.
I'll tell you what, a lot of athletes on the field, both sides of the football.
Yes, there are.
And both sidelines. So Blanchard set to kick. Again, the return people for Walkersville are right back at the goal line. Strong left-footed kicker.
And he boots a beauty. That was almost a field goal.
It landed on the end of the end zone. So he kicked that ball 70 yards in the air.
Wow.
That's a scholarship type kicker.
Yes, it is.
So here Walkersville has to try to answer quick. Try to get his athletes, Coach Post, try to get his athletes in space, see if they can make somebody miss and get down the field quickly. 18 points, big mountain to overcome.
Handoff to the deep back straight ahead. He dances, picks his hole, and drives for one. They've spotted him at the 20. No gain if they spot him at the 20 then.
Yep.
Second.
Well, Michael, let me ask you a question. Now that you've seen Oakdale in person, the hype from the preseason and their pick for third by the Frederick News Post, what do you think? We know Frederick's good, Linganore traditionally good. I'll tell you what, this is a scary group of athletes Oakdale's bringing to the game.
I'm looking at like 48 players on the sideline, 7 assistant coaches. I mean, this is...
Well, and the one thing that Coach Stein does, they play a lot of players. Now, you'll say a lot of these players play both ways. Yeah, but they don't play every snap both ways.
In trouble, Dawson gets dropped for the sack.
Yeah, just too strong, wearing them down.
Wide open down the field here, number 11. If he had time to throw it, he's 10 yards behind the corner.
Well, it looked like that play was designed for a quick out, so it was a 3-step drop.
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't deep enough because Dom Nichols pushed the fullback right back into Dawson. No room to pass the football. So it brings up a 4th and 13.
The punting unit on the field now. No one back deep to receive for Oakdale.
Spence set to punt again for the Lions.
Timeout.
And then delay a game. So Coach Polson, no hurry to have him kick. So with 2:07 to play, the score 20-10. We'll see what Coach Stein does when Oakdale takes control of the football.
Snap the set. The kick is a beaut. And it takes a Walkersville bounce. It's going to roll all the way down. Why did he down that?
I'm not sure why he scooped that so quickly.
I mean, it was going to roll another 5 yards at least.
So
okay.
They down it at the 40-yard line. Oakdale takes over. Let's see. Yeah, it's under 2 minutes, and Coach Poles will probably let them finish it out if they do that.
Yeah, that looks like victory combination. They're taking it.
I'm surprised the crowd is not more vocal right now.
Yeah, very subdued.
Yeah, with this
how many
big win.
And a number of times tonight, you had the coaches and the players from Oakdale asking their fans to get a little more rowdy.
Yeah.
And, I
think it's a big party.
I hope it's not an expectation,
I hear you.
Because that puts a lot of pressure on the young men on the field.
It does.
But impressive win tonight, impressive game. Walkersville fought hard, pulled a couple things out offensively, found some things in that short passing game, but,
Well, they didn't make the killing mistakes like they did last week with
Correct.
the fumble and
the
the
one
turnovers.
turnover.
They
actually turned Oakdale over on downs a couple times.
Yeah.
So, is it a
Progress.
win?
No, it's progress though.
It's progress.
So the clock's running. You hear the crowd now. The Oakdale players are asking for the crowd to be louder. They're putting their hands, they're sweeping their hands up and towards the sky, saying, "Come on, let's hear it."
One more snap should do it.
Come on, guys, we won. It's
And and it's not something they're used to against Walkersville. Walkersville has had the hand
great
lately.
point. They've won 3 in a row.
Some of them have been exceptionally close games, but either way, this is a quality
There's
win.
The
for
victory
Oakdale
formation,
Bears.
the knee down.
And that'll do it.
And that's it. Now the crowd gives them a round of applause. There you go. Now we're hearing it. So the Oakdale Bears defeat the Walkersville Lions by a score of 28-10 here at Oakdale High School in the second game of the season. Congratulations to the Bears.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Bright skies ahead for Oakdale. Terrific athletes, good size, good strength up front. We talked about this a little bit off air the other week. This 3A West, you got Oakdale, you have Frederick, you have Linganore, you have Damascus now.
Right.
I think Franklin down the road is still in the 3A West.
Thank you so much.
It is.
Thank you.
It is like an SEC of high school football.
That's a great. That's a great analogy.
The sad thing is, only 2 of the teams can advance out of the region into the state quarterfinal round.
And you might be looking at 3 of the top 10 teams in the state.
Yeah. Exactly right.
I mean,
I just wish there would be a way you could get more, but sooner or later you're going to run out. You only have 8 spots in the quarterfinals.
I mean, Max Prep's had Oakdale at 35 right
in
now.
The state.
Yeah, in the state. In the whole state of Maryland, ranked 35th. So
yeah.
I think that might change after the night. But
yeah, it's going to be a real interesting year here in Frederick County to see who comes through and the placement for the playoffs. Who's going to get the home field,
And the impressive thing is that there's no holes in this team. Offense, defense, special teams, it's the whole package.
That's right. And, athletes and numerous athletes. I mean, they were rotating backs. They were rotating wide receivers. The only person that stayed consistent was the quarterback.
Yeah.
Which you kind of expect them to only play with
which
one.
you kind of hoped didn't happen because that guy, he had 164 last week. What do you think he had this week?
Well, he had 55 on one run.
One run, right.
So he's probably close to 100.
Yeah.
Had the big one called back in the first
That's right.
quarter.
I forgot about that. That always,
So, he's dangerous. He's not only fast, he's elusive.
They got 4 D1 prospects on this team, seniors.
Yeah. And some of those are underclassmen, such as Austin and Nichols.
Right.
The 2 linemen, Crummett and I don't have a Crummett and Hout are senior linemen, and then Austin and Nichols are underclassmen. Yeah, boy, Coach Stein. And I was looking at your stats. It's hard to believe. 12 years. 12 years now.
Yeah, it is hard.
He's been in Oakdale.
Seems like yesterday when he was coaching at Stockton, right?
Yeah, as an assistant coach up there.
Right.
So, impressive win tonight. You know, Coach Poles got to be proud of his young men. They put up a fight. They did some things really well tonight. You know, it's just they were overmatched.
No doubt. All right, well, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I want to remind you we'll be back here again to the Oakdale Press Box next Friday evening, kickoff at 6:30. Well, the Middletown Knights will come into this stadium and see what they can do. Middletown reeling from another loss against Frederick, and now they've got to face a second 3A opponent week after that. I mean, you do not want to play football in Frederick County unless you're ready.
Yeah, every week. Every week there's got to be an awesome matchup.
And also our friend Tyler Wilhelm will go up to up to Fairfield, where the Biglersville Canners will come to town and face the Fairfield Knights. We'll be running both games simultaneously to you. 2 broadcast teams on a Friday night. One from Adams County, YAIAA, internet only with video, live video coverage, play-by-play and commentary. And the Middletown at Oakdale game here, radio and video, live from this press box. Thank you for tuning in on behalf of the entire Cool Oldies 1450 team. Myself, Michael Betteridge, Coach Rick Little, Tyler Wilhelm. Have a great weekend and enjoy it. We thank you for your patronage and tuning in, and we thank our sponsors for making this possible.
Good night, all.
Don't worry, if you can't make it to the game or miss the broadcast, all of our high school sports games are archived and available online at WTHUradio.com in our audio vault. Live at WTHUradio.com. We are the Force State Cool Oldies. 1450 WTHU AM, Thurmont, Gettysburg, Frederick.